name is Denise Williams. Here at Financially Focused, we are pleased to showcase business experts that help you make better financial decisions and expand your worldview on the various aspects of the investing world. One aspect of that world is critical to the entire global process, and that's agriculture. And even more specifically, coffee. Yes, coffee is one of those affordable luxuries that we treat ourselves to, and in some cases boost our productivity. That said, what about the business of coffee? Ever wondered about the journey from the mountains to your local coffee shop, office, or kitchen counter? This billion-dollar industry touches so many other industries, and we wanted to learn more about the world of coffee and possibly if there is an investment opportunity. So we are so pleased to have with us Senator Norman Grant, who is the CEO and Managing Director of Mavis Bank Coffee Factory, producers of True Brew, Wallingford, and Jablon brands. So Jamaica's Blue Mountain product and the High Mountain variety are products that are located, 910 meters or 3,000 feet high. And it encompasses the parishes of St. Andrew, St. Thomas, Portland. And so Senator Grant will give us more information, but High Mountain coffee refers to the beans produced outside the Blue Mountain region and mainly consists of coffee from the parish of Manchester. Yes. And there are 5,000 coffee farmers across Jamaica. So with all of that background information, let's begin at the beginning. So Senator Grant, how do I know I'm drinking premium coffee?
Yes, Dennis, thank you very much for having me once more on your program.
Yes.
And I'd like to salute in a very special way of 5,000 coffee farmers across the length and breadth of Jamaica.
Yes.
That grows Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee in the three parishes, St. Andrew, Portland, and St. Thomas, and the High Mountain Coffee outside of those regions.
Okay.
I'd like to also share with you that in addition to my responsibility as Managing Director and CEO of the Mavis Bank Coffee Factory and President of the JCA, I'm also a certified international CQI coffee Arabica grader.
And what does that mean?
Which is the highest level that you can achieve in the certification of coffee as established by the Coffee Quality Institute. I'm the fourth Jamaican to be accredited. The three others are associated with the Coffee Industry Board, and I salute them as well. And so you ask what is...
Well, how do I know I'm drinking quality?
Well, so let me talk about Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee.
All right.
It is sweet, it is balanced. It has a very, very floral and chocolatey tone and flavor. And when you have it, it gives you a beautiful aftertaste that said you just had the best coffee in the world.
Wow.
Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee has developed to be one of the finest coffee in the world. There are other coffees that are trying to catch up with us. And one of the things that we really focus on is to ensure that we grow it well.
Yes.
The misty cloud cover, the soil type. We do the agronomical practice well, which is fertilizing the coffee on time, spraying for, insect, pests. Our whole agronomic is bang on target to make sure that when we plant a coffee tree, which a seedling will take 6 to 9 months to come to grow, when we put it in a coffee plantation, 873 plants, within 2 to 3 years it will start to bear, and you get cherry coffee, which is then processed, picked, and transported to the factories and processed on a timely basis, which is pulp, wash, dry, put to rest, then graded and unsorted, barreled and exported to Japan, the USA, Europe and the rest of the world. And then a lot of the roasting also takes place in Jamaica. We are now having the finest coffee in the world. So it is clean, there's no off taste. Premium coffee gives you a very balanced, very full-bodied, and when you taste Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee, you have a lasting experience beyond compare.
Okay, but to be fair, who are Jamaica's competitors?
Well, so we have Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee. We say it is in a category by itself. Before you have Kona, you have, Panama Geisha. A lot of other coffees are trying to occupy that space.
So we have no competitors.
So what we have to do, well, there are competitors and there are competitors. What we have to do is to focus on the quality of our coffee. Make sure that it meets the standard that is required by the global market. 70% of this goes to Japan, 20% to the USA, 10% to Europe and the rest of the world. It is certified by the Coffee Industry Board, or JACRA, the regulatory agency that now replaces the Coffee Industry Board, and all our 5,000 farmers, are supported. Our partners, we have about 12 processors and exporters, and our operation, which is our factories, are certified quality, either by ASAP or SQF, and we put a lot of efforts into just making sure that this coffee is nothing but the very, very best.
Okay. So production of Blue Mountain Coffee in the 2022 to 2023 crop season increased by 17%.
Yes.
Prior to the previous season.
Right.
Okay. And so you are shipping out of Jamaica 285,000 boxes. Yes? All right. However, the projection was 300,000 boxes for 2023.
Correct.
All right. Now, tell me about 2024. What are your views? The goal was 500 million Jamaican dollars last year. Tell me about 2024. What's it looking like?
Yeah. Well, if you look at those statistics, let us say, so there was an increase of 17%. Then we had some disasters.
Right.
And so we lost about 50,000 boxes. And that 50,000 boxes in loss was approximately 500,000 Jamaican dollars. And so you remember.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, 500,000, right? Half a billion. Okay. So if you recall, in September of 2023, there was a lot of rain, right? And so we lost there. Beryl just came, and we also had sustained some losses there. So when you take the loss sustained from Beryl and the loss from previous September, you're talking close to about $1 billion of loss.
Wow.
And as a result, our current production for 2023-24, we're tapering off at about 25,000 boxes. And if you look on what the estimate was, we're talking about 300,000 boxes. So currently we're paying $10,000 a box to the farmers, and they're quite excited about that. And we are now trying to encourage them to stay in the production of coffee. As a part of the support that we're calling for is an intervention from government. We are calling the CREP program, which is a program to provide fertilizer, chemicals, and seedlings to farmers of about $1 billion over 5 years, which is an injection of about $200 million per here in the form of fertilizer, training, seedlings, and just building capacity. So we can move that 230 to 240,000 boxes over the next 5 years to about 450,000 boxes. So if that intervention is received from the government, then we believe that it will go a far way in the revitalization of the coffee industry. Let's talk some figures here. The 17% increase is a movement of about from 17 million in earnings to about 25 million. So if that intervention is received from government and we have a 2.5% incremental growth over a period of 10 years, you'll find that the earnings generated from exporting of Jamaican coffee will move to about $100 million US. Okay. And we think that that is game changing.
Yes.
But we have to get that intervention as it relates to the 200 million per annum. We have to deal with the farm roads because within the Blue Mountains, the roads are in a very bad state. We have to deal with irrigation, yes, and we have to deal with more incentive as it relates to the developmental framework around the Jamaica Blue Mountain network. And we think that coffee can transform agriculture. Agriculture will transform the Jamaican economy. And that is why we're really pushing the development of Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee. Mavis Bank Coffee Factory this year celebrate our 100th anniversary. We want to salute the farmers who have supported the company over the last 100 years. And we're doing a number of things as a part of the 100th anniversary. We're providing constant support to our farmers. We have introduced new products as well. Expansion of our product range. We have gone into Jamaica rum cake, Jamaica Blue Mountain Jamaica Blue Mountain rum cake.
We I don't see any rum cake here. Wait.
Chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is chocolate, Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee infused chocolate. Ooh. So we're looking on expanding the value chain. We're also expanding our coffee shops. We have Jablum Coffee House. We have opened a coffee shop at Mavis Bank. We have a coffee shop on the pier in Falmouth, Highland Village. So we're looking to place the Jablum Coffee House location as a part of our strategic business plan to add value to the value chain and make sure that we can continue to pay farmers a competitive price.
All right. So in terms of 2024, you've given us the numbers.
Yes.
You've even shared your anniversary. But I'm not hearing what you need from the bankers and the other stakeholders. What's happening in that space? What does the coffee industry need from them?
Yeah. Well, let me just look at the wider sector. The players. So I spoke about the issue of our farm roads, irrigation. We also need to look on financing.
Yes.
In the same way we provide low interest for the tourism sector, we need to find developmental fund for the agriculture sector and for the coffee sector as well. And I'm talking about 3 to 4% interest rate. I think that the same thing that the Exim Bank does for the tourism sector, the DBJ needs to do that for the agriculture sector and see coffee, Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee, as a critical cluster to drive growth and development. There are other areas in terms of marketing. JamPro is working with us. JACRA is doing a tremendous job in partnering with the JCEA and as well as the Jamaica Coffee Growers Association, the JCEA, JamPro and JACRA in marketing Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee in a deliberate way. We have developed a marketing strategy funded by JSIF and the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Commerce is a part of the team, and we're looking to really pioneer a marketing strategy for Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee. Later on, we will engage the Association of Japanese Importers of Jamaican Coffee in a major promotion of coffee in Japan, meeting with our partners. Our ambassador, Ambassador Shawnee Richards, has done a tremendous job in Japan in really collaborating with all our partners, and we are now seeking to ensure that a market that has purchased Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee for over 70 years, that the brand in that market is refreshed and there's continuous demand for the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee in the Japanese market and other markets as well.
Right. So that said, what's your projection of growth for the next 5 years?
You know, the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee is very expensive. And one of the strategies to ensure that there is existing demand to map up the supplies that we have. So we believe strategically we are at about 240,000 boxes now. We are projecting that over the next 5 years it will move from 240,000 boxes to 450,000 boxes. And we believe that there will be a demand for that product over the next 5 years because of, one, our continuous engagement of the market, Japan, the USA, Europe, and the rest of the world, for the green bean business, value-added expansion locally by all the players, and marketing Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee to our tourists. That every single tourist that comes to Jamaica, I think Minister Bartlett said it's about 3.5 to 4 million people, they should be leaving with Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee when they leave. We speak about the coffee shops. There is a strategy to expand there as well. E-commerce. So we are doing a number of things to ensure that while the production grows, there is a continuous market for the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee. And our 5,000 farmers are not left out. Because we want to pay them a price that is competitive and a price that they will enjoy, the type of return to expand the production of this excellent Jamaican Blue Mountain Coffee.
All right. So we've looked at the macro. I want to drill it down because we did promise the audience at the beginning that maybe there's an investment opportunity for them.
Yes.
So my dream is to grow coffee. I want to buy land, hire a team, export coffee. What do I need to know to be successful if this is my investment opportunity?
Yeah. Well, you can get in touch with JACRA.
Okay, JACRA is again?
The Coffee Industry Board.
Yes.
Which is the Jamaica Agricultural Commodity Regulatory Authority that manages coffee, spice, and cocoa. But there's a coffee division that deals with coffee. You can get in touch with the Jamaica Coffee Exporters Association. You can get in touch with JAMPRO. You can get in touch with the Ministry of Agriculture. You can get in touch with Agro Invest. There are lands that you could lease. You could get involved in the planting of coffee, and you could contact membership of the JCEA where you plant and you have a guarantee market for your coffee berries. And you can visit our factories, you can tour. There are tours that are also available. And you can certainly get involved in coffee and make some really good money out of Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee.
I like that.
It's a great investment.
Okay. Now, how about this one? I want to open a coffee shop and perhaps offer coffee tours. Again, what do I need to be successful? So I'm not planting now.
Right. So I just got a call from somebody in Montego Bay that says, you know, I have a great location, and I'd like to open a coffee shop. And so we are starting to talk to that individual. So it's something that we do. We'll provide you with guidance.
And we is Jablam? Or?
Jablam.
Okay.
So Mavis Bank, yes, we provide you with guidance. So sometimes we provide you with machines, we provide you with training, and once you have the location, you are willing to invest, and we will also supply you with the products. There are a number of coffee shops that we are working with at the moment, and I'm sure that there are other members within the association, Cafe Blue, for example, I know, work with a framework as well.
Oh, so there's a supportive environment.
There's a supportive environment. Once you want to get involved in coffee, just give us a call.
Okay, so if you want to grow or you want to sell the end product, you're saying there is a framework.
There is a framework.
There are people to reach out to.
There are people to reach out to.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Oh, wow. All right. And, I really thank you, Senator Grant, for being here, sharing with us about coffee. Congratulations on your 100-year anniversary at Mavis Bank.
Thank you very much.
This is incredible, and I can smell the aroma of the coffee.
Absolutely.
It is wonderful.
Thank you.
My name is Denise Williams, and this episode we looked at coffee. We looked at the industry, what's happening with the 5,000 farmers that make up the industry. We looked at production, challenges such as hurricane or heavy rains, and what is expected in the next 5 years. And if you are planning to grow yourself, not necessarily a coffee bean or a coffee shop, but if you're looking to grow yourself in the next 5 years, check out my website, www.financiallyfocusedmedia.com.